always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will put toe to leather and will get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to
you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early on.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for room, it's Prime. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Got the quick pass. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands, it's Bargava. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Calls his own number. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Fires to the big fella. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Pocket breaking down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Got it behind the line. It's a roar. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Hit right back to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Burks. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back. Takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end now in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Gonna sling it on second down. Here's a heat. Gets it inside the 10. Stumbled to the ground. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Catch in the middle, it's Pride. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space, it's Pride. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
First down for the offense. Terrier, go.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Burks. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Pitt right back to the line.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to fire on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. So tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He'll take the deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back score. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over USC. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Pitt pushing the pace.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Burks. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds.
SMH. Needed them lil XP. SMH.